What's up guys? Check out this video of a medium high skin fade that I did with the crop top. We didn't touch the top, but we did a smooth skin fade in about 10 minutes using the techniques that I use. You do one side to the other, not using the lever as much, skipping the steps. I went from the 2 to a half. Other than that, the clippers, buffed it out, used the clipper over comb, took it all down. After that, the haircut was super smooth, like I said, in 10 minutes. So if I can get a 10-minute haircut done, if you're at 30 minutes and you want it to 25, if you're at an hour or you want it to 30, subscribe to my channel, watch more videos, and I promise you I will get you faster. I'm going to be starting with a number 2 closed. When I do my fades, I like to start from one side and work my way all the way over to the other side, all in one pass. With the 2 closed, I'm going to be putting more pressure towards the middle, and then as I get higher, I'm going to go lighter. And I'm going to try to blend and fade as I'm fading up to the top. He has, I guess what you can say, a crop top. He's been growing it out, so we're not going to touch it today. We're just pretty much doing the fade, which was a medium skin fade is what he asked for. So I'm going to go around a few times trying to blend it the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect, and don't worry about going all the way down to the bottom. That will get taken out later with the smaller guard. So I went over that. Now I'm going to grab the clipper over comb technique and just blend that in to where it's nice and smooth from the 2 to the hair on top, and just go all the way around from one side to the other. I like to start from the left and go to the right, but either way works. I'm gonna go a little slower and show you how you kind of just pick the hair up, pull the comb out, and then you connect it, and you do that little by little so you can see what you have to work with. And if you have higher spots up top that are kind of poking out and look uneven, just put the comb in there, pull it out, and then swipe with the clippers. So now it's blended. Now let's focus on the fading. I'm going to be using the 1 guard, but instead of using the 1.5 guard after using the 2, I'm just going to open this up to a 1.5, which I normally don't do, but if I'm fading down, you can just take the 1, make it to a 1.5, and then blend that into the 2 that you just did. The same technique, applying pressure and then go lighter as you get to the top. Fading it, and then you're going to lightly fade and just get the dark spots and try to blend it. It's the same thing from going bottom to top. Once you put that hard line and then the half line and work your way up, just think about that same space when you're working your way down. I started with the 2, I did the clip over comb, now I'm doing the 1.5. After this, I'll close it and do the 1. And then back and forth, kind of just blend that line out. Now it's gonna go closed. And I'm gonna fade up all the way, blending it into the 1.5. If you see dark spots, use the corner and lightly tap it out instead of having to fade and bring the fade higher. Always brushing, making sure the hair is completely off and the head is nice and clean. Now I'm gonna go to the half clip or guard. From one side to the other, work my way all the way around from the bottom, giving it more pressure and then applying less pressure as I get to the top, fading it into the 1. As you can see, all the hair on the bottom was still left there. No need to waste your time on doing that. This is a 10-minute fade, and by doing that, it saves a lot of time. So really, if you guys are trying to speed up on time or get faster, these steps, I feel like they help out a lot, especially if you're doing top to bottom. It helps it so where you're not putting the hard line in and you're not having to fade it out right away. Instead, you work your way down, then you put the hard line in. I'm going to be using the balding clippers. They're 0 gapped, so that means they're pretty short. They get pretty smooth. So when I go to use the shavers, it's very easy to take the lines out. As you can see, they take a ton of bulk out. They cut very well. And I like to just go over it a few times to make sure all the hair is taken out. I'm just gonna do the other side and just connect it. You can usually memorize on how much you went up on one side and just do the same thing on the other, and then just connect those lines. When you're doing this, it does not have to be perfect, so don't take your time trying to make a clean, crispy line. Just make sure it's about the same size on both sides and that all the hair is taken completely off. I like to listen for the hair, and you can see the stubbles, or if it's dark, just take it all the way out. So when the shavers come next, it's a lot easier to blend it in. These ones will save you a lot of time rather than using your trimmers. And I like to just use the one side, and then I'll flip it over and I'll use both when I blend it. Especially around the ear because it's really small right there. You want to take them shavers and make sure you go against the grain and get it all the way down to the skin so it feels just like the neck, giving it a smooth skin fade. These are the Babyliss shavers. Any shaver will work. If you don't have a shaver, I recommend you get one. Makes the haircut look a lot cleaner and it lasts a lot longer, and the clients love it. As you can see, I use it on both directions. I flip it up and then turn it the other way to get it nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take the clippers, open them up to a half, open them up all the way, and just go from one side to the other, fading up. Go halfway, hit the line again, and each time I do this, I'm just barely tapping the line, working my way down. Now I'm going to close it all the way and tap that line out. From far away it's not perfect, so from close up it's definitely not perfect, but as you can see, I kind of just took the line out, did the haircut, which is about 6.5 minutes. Now I'm going to just take my time and buff all of it out. That was the half guard closed, and I'm going to take out these dark spots so I know when I take my clippers with the clipper open, it's going to blend right in. You'll see me use the corner a lot, and I'll give it pressure and then I'll do less pressure. I'll go fast when I'm fading and then I'll slow down when I see the dark spots. Always use the mirror. That is your best friend, and it will show you the dark spots, the lines, everything that needs to be fixed. Now it's just the clipper. I'll open it all the way and then just go halfway and then close, and use that lever back and forth until I blend that line out. This is the only time I really do one side and then the other, but most of the time I'll do one side and then I'll just do the rest of the haircut right after, depending on how the head is, I guess. If it's an easier hair to fade, then I can do that, but if it's a more difficult hair to fade, then I'll do all three sides. But for the most part with this whole haircut, I did one side to the other all the way around, which saves you a ton of time. So now, as you see, I'm going to open it, go all the way around. There's a dark spot right there, so I put the half guard back on, closed, hit those little spots. So when I bring this line out, it's going to blend smoothly and complete the fade. But I've only used those 3 clips, the half, the 1, and the 2 on this whole haircut. He'll have a textured crop top. We'll style it at the end, and he'll have a smooth, medium, higher fade. Once you get closer, you'll see that it's more of a medium, but it is a skin fade, which is what he wanted, nice and smooth to last longer. So I'm taking the clippers again, opening them, and then just going up and down with the lever, fading out that line. You can see it's coming along. The line is almost out. And if you're learning, definitely just try this out. And if you're a professional, if this can help you, I feel like it helps out tremendously when it comes to fading. My time has gone a lot faster since I've learned to take out the middle, as far as like the half, the 2, the 2.5. I don't like to do those. Just keep the guards closed unless you're using the 1 guard opening it from the 2. Other than that, you don't really need the 1.5 guard. I feel like it just creates lines, and this one's a lot smoother. As long as you're applying pressure and then lightly fading out so that you have room for the next level, which would be whether you're going up or down, the 2 or the half. So I'm just gonna line them up real quick, right on the corner. He doesn't get much. It's like a medium high fade, so I'm just getting the sides, blend those out, get the couple dark spots, and I am done. So there it is, guys, a 10-minute fade. Like the video, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If there's something specific that you guys are wanting to learn or know, be sure to drop it in the comment box and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible with that video if I am interested in doing it. This haircut was styled with our house products. The first one was our tailored volume powder and the second one is our tailored matte pomade. If you are local, be sure to ask us about this, check it out, and make sure to get you some next time you come into the shop. It is great for crop tops and all sorts of other haircuts. It's got a natural look with the firm hold that washes out really easy, and it's got a great smell. So if you are not knowing which products to use, stop by Tailored Barber Company in Roy, Utah, ask about us, and make sure you get yourself a service.